Here is that 63 kilo clean and jerk you did. So good start position, good back angle. You keep your back angle really well. Right here, you need to continue your first pull a little longer. Right, you start morphing your back right there. It starts coming up, and that makes you. And when your back comes up there, it leaves the shins and knees slightly forward, and you got to chase it. So you're getting into the hip, and you're already kind of on your toes. So you see your hips are kind of rolly, pretty close. I mean, I think if you just take it until it gets to about there, right? And then your shins would be completely vertical in that spot. You'd be able to drive down a little more instead of kind of roll back in it. You still direct it really well at the top. I just see your balance being a little forward, and if you weren't able to direct it, that clean would be a little forward. So once you're here, this is actually a really good turnover. Your wrists look pretty tight, your elbows flew up, turned over, and stayed connected. Not much crash there, right? Came out of the bottom easily. So then on the jerk, setting up well, hips are staying under. Maybe just a tiny bit of disconnect as you dip, but not much. We want to keep the bar with you. Good drive. You're kind of bailing a little early. This back foot's already gone, right? It's leaving, and the bar's through there. So we start back. It's our initial height of the bar, right there. We're gonna just check and see how high we drive it before our foot leaves, right? So that foot's leaving and it's barely there. And that's probably the height we gotta drive through, right? So it's one frame longer. So the max velocity of a bar comes at about 107% of its original height. So probably there, right? Can we drive through both feet to there and get the max velocity and then get under? I think that patience in the drive might help. And then if we're more patient in the drive, we have to change directions really quickly. And I think that might actually set up your feet better, because when this foot gets off early, when the back foot gets off early, it's gonna kind of shoot in just a little, right? As opposed to like going straight back. So it's gonna wanna, oh goodness. So it's gonna go like in instead of straight back and straight forward, right? And that's, I think, why you're finding yourself on a balance beam sometimes, is because that foot's leaving or just a slight bit early. But positionally here, right, you're doing what we want, shin vertical, back leg bent, that's good. We just know that those feet are kind of coming together a little bit too much. So good lift.